Despite promises to reduce municipal bureaucracy, it takes longer than ever to get a construction permit in Montreal. Delays vary by borough, but waits have increased by 34% compared to 2018. Downtown, Ville-Marie Borough takes 106 days for a permit. It took 40 days in 2018. What is going wrong here? Let's try and get some answers. François Limoges is the mayor of Rosemont, La Petite Patrie, and he's on the line. Monsieur Limoges, Mayor Limoges, welcome back to the program.
It's always a pleasure, Elias.
So I can call you François. We're first name basis, right, François?
Of course.
So François, what are you guys doing wrong? Because you've been in power now. Projet Montreal has been in power here this entire time. You see the numbers that La Presse published today. What are you guys doing wrong?
Okay, it's not about the things we are doing wrong, because we are very, very active on that issue, but I'll be back on that later. First, you have to know that we have an increase in demand. There was more and more demand for renovation, construction. The interest rates were low. They are not low anymore, but they were very low. Many people made projects to renovate, construct, change things in their house. So there was more demand. And second, Elias, projects are more complex. We're not big projects are not a bunch of bungalows anymore. It's very integrated projects. It's high density. So we have to make sure that everything is done right.
Okay, I just want to get to one thing here, right? Because
yes.
you said that the number of requests are up, okay? So I'm looking, La Presse published this morning. The source is Ville de Montréal. The source is the city, okay? And I look at 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. The requests have not, in fact, gone up. It's hovered on or about 15,000 each of those years. There was an uptick in 2021, big boost in that. 2021 sticks out a bit. But all of the other years, it's just about 15,000. And, so I don't buy it that the requests are up. It seems like it's quite stable.
Okay, but like I said, the complexity is higher than it was. And let's talk now about what we're doing about that, because we're really proactive on that issue. We want to go faster. We hired a new direction at City Hall a few months, someone from the industry, and the enabling cell was created. And in Rosemont, Petite Patrie, we were very, very enthusiastic about being in the enabling cell. It's a pilot project, and we're working. Our public service is working with promoters to identify to identify what can delay the permits and what can facilitate and accelerate the process.
Mm-hmm.
So we're working on that. It's 6 months in the works now, the enabling cell in Rosemont. We decided that we don't make, after 1 year, we'll make a bilan.
Yeah.
But now we're at 6 months. Our public servants are very committed, and we're working on that.
So, François, here's my concern, François. Okay, and right now this, and I think people who say this, they've got some evidence behind it that the city of Montreal is perceived as a place where it's not easy to build and develop, okay? And we have tons of examples. I'll point you to the Blue Bonnets, right? The old racetrack. The land was given to the city, was given to Projet Montreal. I mean, it's been there for 6 years. Nothing has happened, right? There's no housing on that site. So I look at that. I look at the numbers in Lachine. Lachine was a borough that was not Projet Montreal up until 2017. It was an ensemble borough before that. Switches over, and La Presse highlights just how lengthy the delays have gotten in Lachine. It's one of the worst places in terms of how bad it's gotten. So, what do you say to someone that says, no, there's something about Projet Montreal that is anti-building, anti-developing, and stands in the way of getting things done?
I don't buy your premises, Elias, because Rosemont is Projet Montréal and we're one of the faster. So I don't think it's a Projet Montréal thing. And let me tell you something. Projet Montréal is committed. We want to build units. We want to make housing. We want to make social and communitary housing. We want to make private housing also because we need housing. And every steps we are making at City Hall and in the boroughs are towards that direction. So I know that La Presse had this paper this morning, but we are very committed. Like I said, we create a new direction at City Hall. They made the enabling cell. Rosemont, we're in it. Our public servants worked very hard with promoters. It's the first in the city that public servants and promoters work together to identify the problems in the process, and they are eliminating it. And we will go faster. And the other thing, let me tell you, of course, there are more permits we have to give permits, but of course we can accelerate people who want to change their windows and people who want to change their front doors. But when you build a city in downtown, when you build a building, a tower downtown, it's there forever. It's normal that we take some time to make sure the project is right, that the project is well made. Montreal was rated number 3 city, one of the best city in the world by Lonely Planet last week. It's because it's a beautiful city. And you want to keep a beautiful city, you want to make sure that high-density projects are well made. So, of course, we want to build units. We want to accelerate the building of units, but we want also to make sure that the projects are fine, that the projects are, that there's a social acceptability to the project. So it's a mix.
Well, listen, it's a mix, but we talked about le bilan a little bit earlier in the interview. A couple of years, you're going to go back to election, and I think a concern for your party is le bilan on housing, because it hasn't gone that well in this city, and people are paying for it in their rents. We have to leave it there. It's always a pleasure talking to you. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Elias.
François Limoges is the mayor of Rosemont, la Petite Patrie, which is a delightful part of town, I should mention.